Thanks for stopping by, everyone. My name is Jeff, and as promised, guys, this is the 3 stocks to short video. So this is a series I like to do every month to complement my 3 stocks to buy list. I know we do have a lot of short sellers and options players out there, and of course, I also short and play options as well. And as everyone knows, there's always money to be made on the short side of stocks. I think that is another great lesson we have learned pretty much since the start of October. There is a ton of money to be made on the short side. Guys, if this is your first time tuning in, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any content or any updates. And please drop a like on this video, guys. It keeps me motivated to keep making lots of good videos. So what I got pulled up here, guys, is the 1-year chart on crude oil price. So I'm going to keep this very simple. Now, I have had a very hard time articulating this in conversation. For example, like on Facebook, in a lot of the Facebook chat groups, I have tried to explain this through text and conversation. It is very, very hard to make this make any kind of sense. So making a video is just the best idea. But listen up, guys. Price of crude oil was up around $70 and $73. I got up as high as $76 in late September, and the price of crude oil crashed almost simultaneously with the stock market. So now let's talk a little bit about oil companies, guys. Of course, as most of you know, my favorite is Royal Dutch Shell, but I also observe Chevron, ExxonMobil, Phillips 66. But for this video, guys, I have chose BP, and I'm kind of locked in on BP right now. The reason I think BP is the best company to short right now is because they do have the lowest profit margins and they have the lowest margin on assets and equity, okay? Where Royal Dutch, Chevron, Exxon, and Phillips 66 do have better profit margins. So BP already has, the slimmest profit margins in the group. Now let's go to the chart and I'll explain further. So one thing to keep in mind, guys, this is what's up with these oil companies, okay? So yes, they have seen a drop off, okay? They have trended down quite a bit, but most of that is just sympathetic to the loss on the indexes, okay? The big drop in crude oil price has not really been factored into these stocks yet. I think they all have much further to fall. And here's why. Because even if BP, Royal Dutch, Chevron, Exxon, and Phillips 66 all beat on earnings and beat on revenue this quarter, there is no possible way they can have forward guidance with crude oil around $40 a barrel, okay? There is just no way. They will not be able to meet analyst expectations, and they will not be able to put out forward guidance. That is when you will see a dramatic fall in these stock prices. So I think BP could very easily be trading in the 20s very quick. I think Royal Dutch, Exxon, Chevron, and Phillips 66 will also be trading lower in due time. The big fall off in crude oil price has been priced in a little bit, but not quite to the level it should be, okay? You will see a big fall off around earnings, and as long as oil prices stay depressed, these companies just cannot put out the profit margin and they cannot put out the forward guidance necessary to keep analysts and investors satisfied. Which in turn, when you do see the big fall in these oil companies, again, that would be a good time to cover on your short and start buying the stocks again. So the second stock I'll be looking to short in January, guys, is Spark Energy, ticker symbol SPKE. Or I also might buy put options in this company. Now allow me to explain. I'm not just going to go out, Monday morning and short this company. Absolutely not. Is that short interest has gotten so high on Spark Energy, guys. Nearly half of the shareholders are holding Spark Energy short. Now this is not going to show up on Yahoo Finance because it is not recently updated. I'm actually pulling some of these figures from TD Ameritrade, but short interest has gotten so crazily high on this company. What I'm looking for is a short squeeze, okay? That would be the time to short this company. So what do I mean by a short squeeze? Allow me to explain on the chart. So right here, guys, you see when it dips down real low here and then it just spikes up really high for basically no reason whatsoever. I mean, like I said, none of these big spikes this company is taking has anything to do with news or a change in fundamentals or anything like that. Like I said, it is just a short squeeze. The shorts have overdone it, and a lot of them have to cover, which makes the stock price run up really super fast. So here is a really good example of what I'm talking about, guys. Back on the 31st of October, Spike Energy is trading around $7.85. Then 8 days later, on the 7th of November, it's trading around $9.22. So it took that big jump. Like I said, that is a short squeeze. And somewhere near the top of that short squeeze, guys, that's when I either want to hit them with a short or buy quick put options, okay? Because you can get the faster, the shorter term put options a lot more reasonably priced, and you can make a whole lot more money in the short term side. Because like I said, this stock is not running up. Like I said, on any news, any fundamental change, nothing like that. It is just technical short squeeze, and it happened again right here on the 16th. It dipped down to $8.31, and then by the 30th of November, it's back around $8.88. And since then, it has just dove off completely into a hole, and now it's trading around $7.32. So that's what I'm going to be looking for in January, guys. I'm going to look for Spark Energy to jump up really high for no reason at all, and be patient. Like I said, be patient. You don't have to grab it on that first day or that second day. Give it a day or two and observe the pricing on this stock and say, hey, wait a minute. It's getting a little too expensive for no reason whatsoever. That's the time to come in there with a short sale. And third on the list, guys, is Cirrus Logic, ticker symbol CRUS. So Jeremy over on Financial Education is probably going to get mad at me about this, but I'm kind of banking on him not watching this video because he is a big Cirrus Logic bull. But this is all theoretical here, guys. Not a lot of technical analysis to do here. I'm going to wait for Cirrus Logic to jump up, and as it gets close to earnings time, I'm probably going to short them. Now, am I going to short them into earnings? Probably not. I've already shorted Cirrus Logic several times over the month of December. As a matter of fact, I just took a little break and looked in my phone on Webull, and I shorted Cirrus Logic 9 times in the month of December, and I covered in the green on every single one of them, okay? It has very reliably fell. Like I said, because the deal with Cirrus Logic, here's what's up. They are so overly reliant on Apple. Okay, so Cirrus Logic is a big Apple supplier, and as Apple has weakened over the past couple of months, this really creates a vulnerable position for Cirrus Logic to be in, okay? So basically, guys, I wouldn't short it here at $33. I mean, honestly, you probably could and be very safe. I do anticipate them to have a very rough earnings report. I would ask you, if you are inexperienced, not to short into earnings, just because you never know what can and cannot happen, okay? But as the market starts to recover, like I said, all the stocks are going to kind of start recovering with it, and on any kind of big price movement from Cirrus Logic, like I said, I'm going to be going short again. And then we can even go a step further. If they do report and they do have a miss and they do have lowered guidance, I think you could chase it down well into the 20s. Guys, you could possibly see Cirrus Logic trading into the teens again, okay? It just kind of depends on the strength of Apple. Cirrus Logic is so overly dependent on Apple, okay? And as long as they're an Apple supplier, they're just going to kind of get traded up and down, and the iPhone sales and things like that, that Apple puts out. It's just the unfortunate nature of the beast. And also, short interest did jump up to around 18% this month. Like I said, it has dropped a little bit, but now it is spiking back up again, which tells me something, is that people are more interested in buying other stocks, and they're letting their positions in Cirrus Logic go. And like I said, the shorts are kind of jumping on it, anticipating it to fall with the current vulnerability, in Apple stock. So that's all I got for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please drop a like on this video. I would really appreciate that. Leave me a comment, tell me some stocks you're thinking about shorting. And guys, I'm also thinking about making a video later in the week where I cross-reference some of my short sales from last month. So the list I made last month, I would kind of like to come back and cross-reference that. If you guys would like to see a video like that, tell me down in the comments section. And thanks for watching the video, guys.